Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for joining me this week as we take a deeper look at Beijing, China. In last week's video, we took a look at some of the most famous places in Beijing, as well as some of the best spots to people watch and take in the culture. This week, we're going to be taking a look at some of the incredible foods that are available in Beijing, as well as some of the can't-miss experiences to be found in and around the city. Today, we're going to start with the Great Wall and the Summer Palace, both of which are a fair bit away from downtown Beijing. Distance isn't really a problem, but I recommend either getting a tour group or I definitely recommend going with a driver. And if you play your cards right, ask him to show you his favorite ZAYKiR restaurant. ZAYKiR is a hot fermented mung bean beverage that's thick, and if you drink it, 一定让是你个地道的北京人. It will make you an authentic Beijinger. Whichever mode of transportation you decide on to go to the Great Wall, make sure that you go to the Badaling location. Not much introduction is needed. It's one of the 8 wonders of the world. The Chinese have a saying, 人山人海, people mountain, people sea. It is a known tourist destination that will have tons of people. You will rub elbows with people on the Great Wall. Before you head back to the city, check out the Summer Palace, another unforgettable stop outside Beijing. And this summer vacation spot was a huge area created with lakes, pagodas, paths, giant castles built into the mountain, weeping willows overlooking beautiful brooks, and unbelievable overlooks that will take your breath away. Tourist foods are all over, but don't do it. Get a word from your driver and have him take you to one of these organic farms for a traditional Beijing hot pot meal. The experience can't get more legit, and it really hasn't changed for the past few hundred years. If you've no driver, don't fret. You can also get traditional coal-fired hot pot throughout the city of Beijing, and if you have the opportunity, grab one of the hot and tasty pig trotters available at various restaurants. Speaking of trotters, your feet are going to hurt after walking around all day, and it's a great time to check out some awesome reflexology, massage, or cupping options around Beijing. This cupping looked fun and intense, but I was not ready. I got the wash, scrub, and the rub, and it was deliciously painful. After that, we were all kind of spent and decided to hit up this famous restaurant for some Beijing duck. Simply put, it's a unique duck preparation in that air is blown into the duck prior to cooking, and this separates the skin from the meat and creates a unique combination of texture and flavor. So you take the duck skin and fat, wrap it up in a thin pancake, add your scallions and sauce, and bam! And I have a feeling you're going to eat yourself into a food coma. Go to bed early and get your rest for an early morning at a Beijing park. And walking to the park is a great way to sample some of the best street food in Beijing. Baozi are these small, filled buns. You can get them with meat, roe, or veggies. And you can wash it down with some suannai or sour milk. And these are absolutely everywhere as well. They're clay jars filled with fermented and sweetened yogurt milk. And finally, jianbing, a Chinese breakfast burrito of sorts. And guys, get all of these, don't worry about it, because at the park you will be able to work it off with any number of activities: gambling, smoking, dancing, sports, hacky sack, kung fu, or weapons training. Dudes walking their pigeons or gathering up for pigeon socials. Dress up as your best lookalike MCU character, and I assure you it will increase your cultural exposure at least twofold. Another great food and experience spot is the Shichahai region in northwest Beijing. It's a region that borders 3 700-year-old lakes filled with history, shops, drinks, eats, and people. And I guarantee you, Americans will never forget the first time they smell chou tofu, or stinky tofu. It burns itself into your nose. It's a mix of vinegar, ammonia, and peppers. And if you need to wash them down, head over to the nearby Hutong region and hit up Great Leap Brewing. This is by far the best microbrewery I've been to in China. And although it carries mostly Britain styles, it's got a great menu and is an awesome location to check out in the Hutong area. I have to say something about my experience having goro, or dog meat in Beijing. Much like the Beijing bikini and smoking in many public places, these things are now illegal. So I don't know if dog was my favorite, but I certainly recommend the experience of getting out of your culinary comfort zone. But China is huge, with regions and cuisines totally different from one province to another. And next week, we're going to be heading to Guangzhou, the birthplace of dim sum, Cantonese, and humidity from hell. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.